So you want to get stronger, more powerful for football, huh? Well, we're going to show you the top 10 exercises that you can use today to increase your strength and your power.
So the first 5 exercises we're going to go through are going to be primarily strength focused, focusing on different movement patterns in a full body effect. So the first exercise we have is your back squat. Now, this is a box squat with a pause at the bottom. This really forces the athlete to utilize the muscles to generate more of the force rather than getting any of that bounce or elastic qualities when there isn't a box or there isn't a stop. Not saying that either is good or bad, it just depends on how you use them. So with this, you can really load up pretty heavily compared to a traditional back squat to maximize your overall force production, which is why we like it so much. Now, the next movement for our strength portion is working the posterior chain. So we really love the RDL. Now, with the RDL, a lot of people end up using their low back, but we really want to stretch and lengthen those hamstrings out and then drive our hips forward to use our glutes to generate that motion. Now, the reason we love the RDL compared to a deadlift, one, I think it's a little bit safer, but 2, you get the amortization phase. So the eccentric portion where you're lengthening the hamstrings and the glutes out, and then you get that contraction coming forward, which is great for helping our athletes develop more explosive power. But again, great exercise for strength. Now, moving to the upper body, I personally love the neutral grip pull-ups. From our stronger athletes, you can add weighted vests, chains, anything like that, but you are targeting a lot of the musculature of the upper body. So your lats, you're getting your upper back and your traps as you have to contract. You're also getting a little bit of the biceps as well as you do this. Now, a lot of people don't go the full range of motion. Make sure that you lengthen all the way out and contract and pull yourself all the way up. I'm trying to hit my top of my shoulders to the handles when doing this. So definitely give these a try. They are awesome, pretty easy to implement as well. Now, for our pressing motion for the chest, any sort of standard barbell incline are all great options, but specifically for football and any sports generally, I usually like to opt for a single arm variation. You can still generate a lot of strength, but as the core as well. And on the field and any sport that you're doing, you don't have the luxury of, say, a bench and perfectly balanced all the time. So the added core stability is teaching the athlete how to actually use that strength and that power that they create throughout their body. Now, speaking of core, one of our favorites are farmer's carries and farmer carry variation. Typically, I like the unilateral variation of this because it teaches anti-lateral flexion, which is huge for our athletes when they're getting hit and making contact on the court to be able to maintain a strong core. Not only does it help with that, but one of the biggest limiting factors for people producing power and strength is their stability, and adding these in will help with that. Now, we're moving on to power, and the first one, if someone didn't say this, then they're messing up, but it's plyometrics. So there are a variety of different type of plyometrics, some for maximal vertical height, horizontal height, single leg, unilateral, lateral. They are all great variations. There's intensive and extensive, but making sure you have plyometrics in there will help increase all the qualities surrounding power that will make you a better athlete. Now, we're going to get into our Olympic version variations, which my personal favorite, and I think which has the biggest transfer over into athletes, is the hang power clean. It allows the athlete to generate maximal amount of force without having to decelerate or worry too much on the technical components, so you can really maximize how much power is being created in the posterior chain for the athletes. Once you got that technique down, make sure to continue to add weight to increase your power production. The next thing we're going to get into is med ball starts and throws. Med ball training as a whole is awesome. They add a lot of dynamic and rotational components to it, which is going to help you transfer more of that on the field. This is a acceleration start where you press the ball out as hard as you can and then sprint after it. Next is our trap bar jump. Trap bar jumps are amazing. They're very simple to do and let the athlete follow through and try to jump as high as they can, producing maximum force. And the last one, the most goated one, is resisted sled sprints. This is going to give you a lot of reps at producing maximal power. Typically, we recommend it about a 50% velocity decrement.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little bell notification so you can stay up to date on the most current videos that we are going to be putting out weekly to help all of you become better athletes. Our mission to help as many athletes as possible make their dreams a reality and give them the training, tools, resources, and coaching to help make that happen. So if you like that idea and you subscribe to that idea, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey, comment below what type of video you want to watch. We are literally making the videos for you, our viewers, so we want to know what you have to say and what you want to learn about so we can provide that education to you.